You want to learn how to make traditional Southern grits with a little mashup of Northwest ingredients? Well, follow along. Hi, Chef Chris Holland with Chef Out of Water, and on this episode of Cooking at Home during a global pandemic, we're going to be cooking grits. Grits are a dish created by boiling stone ground corn in water. Often they're combined with butter and milk. Although evidence suggests that corn has been milled as far back as 8700 BC in Central America, grits are inherently Southern. And today they identify as a taste of the South across cultures. Today, grits are the true definition of slow food. At the end of the day, for many Southerners, grits and their preparation are memory-inducing for generations of the Southern culture. Now, I probably left you wondering what the heck is a chef in the Northwest doing cooking grits, right? I am no expert. In fact, I spent the last couple of days, I've made multiple batches of grits to perfect a recipe that works for me, allowing me to share this with you. But also, there is a story involved in here. In the fall of 2018, I partnered up with the boys from the Delta Supper Club in Mississippi and went all the way down to the South to put on a dinner for 125 people in a beautiful open park in Greenwood, Mississippi. Yes, I did my food, but was also introduced to, not that I hadn't cooked them before, but I'm not super familiar with the preparation of grits. And we incorporated many Southern local foods into our international inspired menu. So jump ahead about a year and a half, I brought David Cruz, Chef David Cruz, and Chef Stuart Robinson from the Delta Supper Club up here to Astoria, Oregon, to treat our locals to a little taste of the South. And of course, as it should be, grits were a bit of a star of the show. The grits shipped directly here from a little company in the heart of Mississippi called Delta Grind. Well, let me tell you, they sent a lot of grits. We didn't need them all, so I packed them, froze them, and stored them, and today I'm bringing grits to you. Now, based on what I have to work with, and of course including grits, I've created this dish to share with you today. It's going to involve, obviously, stone ground grits from Delta Grind with a little bit of water and of course some Chef Daddy salt to season that with. But we have a little bit of Northwest influence here, being some pink shrimp. We also have some wood sorrel, also known as oxalis, by the way, fresh rosemary, heart of cattail. I made some salt from some stinging nettles. We're going to season the shrimp with this, and a little bit of cayenne and some lemon juice. That's it. So gather all your ingredients together, make this your own. Let's be creative here, and we'll be right back with you. This episode of Cooking at Home during a global pandemic is brought to you by Delta Grind, also the Delta Supper Club, and Forage and Farm for these wonderful native foods, and of course ChefDaddyBrands.com, enhancing life's flavor. Hi, I'm Chris Holland, founder of Chef Daddy Brand Seasoning Salts. Our research proves that Chef Daddy will improve your quality of life. It'll make your dinner taste like it was cooked by James Beard himself. Chef Daddy will bring romance back to the kitchen. It'll make you a better juggler. Cooking with Chef Daddy will make you a better homeschool teacher. Chef Daddy could make you an Iron Chef winner. You can use it to play cornhole. Chef Daddy's like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Chef Daddy, enhancing life's flavor. Okay, let's get cooking. First of all, here's what I have discovered my trial and error of making grits. Regardless of what we want to put with them, it's really important to cook the grits correctly. All right, here is how I've decided to do it. We have 4 cups of water. All right, so get that on a stove. Crank the heat up to high and bring it to a boil. In the water, you want to put 1 teaspoon of Chef Daddy salt. All right, the water's boiling. Here's the deal. You want to slowly add your grits while whisking vigorously. Okay, a little bit at a time, keep whisking. This is going to help them become ultimately creamy. Just keep whisking away until you got it all incorporated in there on a rapid boil, all right? All right, the rest of it's going in there. We're still whisking. Whisk it for like a solid 30 seconds. Just keep whisking. All right, these are stone ground grits. So here's the deal. Yeah, there is instant grits out there, but we're trying to go for authenticity, right? I want to give it its due respect here. So we're using these stone ground grits. We're hopefully accomplish the real deal. Now, fully incorporated, it's whisked in. You're going to drop the heat down nearly as low as you possibly can. Still get a little bit of a boil. All right, and drop a lid on it. All right. You want to check on this every about 5 minutes. Give it a stir so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Well, after my trials and tribulations, I've decided that 1 hour and 10 minutes is how long it's going to take before we can eat these. Make sure about every 5 minutes, take the lid off, give it a stir, make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. What we're going for over the next 1 hour is we're creating, well, in essence, a corn porridge. Again, keep stirring about every 5 minutes. You want to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of the pan. Now, you know, like I said, this is how I've decided to do it. This is what has been working for me. There's probably, I don't even know, hundreds of different ways and techniques that people have used for generations to cook their grits. This will be my new method. All right, it's been 1 hour, and I'm getting pretty darn excited, and well, it's lunchtime, so I'm kind of hungry, actually. All right, so let's pull the lid off the grits and give it one last stir, all right? Let's see, you want to check that, see how the texture is. Oh, flavor, really fantastic. All right, what we're going to do now is you're going to take 3 tablespoons of butter, just drop it right in the grits, give it a stir. You want to incorporate it all together, all right? All right, the butter's all melted in there. All right, stir it up, nothing sticking to the bottom. Just drop the lid on it, okay? Turn the heat off and just let it sit there while we work on the next thing, all right? So let's get into the pink shrimp here. We're going to turn this on about a medium. All right, dropping in 1 tablespoon of butter. All right, let's drop in our pink shrimp. Now look, these are already, pink shrimp, they're already cooked, all right? We're just going to put a little bit of heat on them, all right? With some rosemary. We're going to put in about half of this heart of cattail, all right? All right, let's turn it up just a hair. Okay, now, I think we're going to make it just a little bit spicy, but not too much, using cayenne. Sprinkle a little cayenne up in here. Okay. Get a quick little toss. All right. And then now, let's season it just lightly. We're going to use this stinging nut salt. Don't need much. All right, and then half a lemon. We're going to squeeze it in. Give it a little bit of pop of this lemon juice. That's it. Let's turn the flame off. Let it sit. All right, now let's get into plating this dish. All right, we always eat with our eyes first, right? So here we go. I'm going to pile it right on top. Make a nice little mound of these beautiful southern stone ground grits. All right. We have our pink shrimp, heart of cattail, a little bit of rosemary, and stinging nettle salt, and butter, of course. Take whatever's left of our butter, and it's going to go right around the edge here. All right, there we go. Oh, got to give that a little. Okay. All right, now let's put. We have a little bit of wood sorrel. ground on there. This stuff is nice. Wood sorrel has a bit of a citrusy flavor to it. All right. Again, heart, cattail. Okay, let's put another little pile of wood sorrel here. All right, and then let's put a little bit of our cayenne. All right, there it is. We got some southern grits cooked in a traditional method. Stone ground, it's beautiful stuff. Oregon pink shrimp and some other locally foraged products. All right, isn't that wonderful?